titles.
Bob Borchers with Dolby Laboratories joins us live from Hollywood with more on their success as we head into the Oscars this weekend. Good morning.
Good morning.
Nice to have you with us. So this all started with Ray Dolby in the 1960s. What was his vision? How was it different from what was happening in Hollywood and movies at the time?
Yeah, so Ray Dolby founded Dolby over 50 years ago, and his premise, what he wanted to do was to make the recorded experience as amazing and as lifelike as the one in person. And so if you think about it and fast forward to today, that's really what we're still doing, is trying to make the movies, the music, the things that you enjoy, the entertainment that you have, as realistic and frankly as engaging as they possibly can be.
Okay, so how does that sound, how does that transform an experience for a viewer who's sitting and watching with that technology? How does it make it different? How does it stand out?
Yeah, so if you think about the role of sound in movies, all you have to do is think about, you know, a scary horror movie. What would it be without the creepy sound coming up behind you and kind of all of the things that help set that tone, right? That's what makes movies magical and why, you know, we think that sound is more than 50% of the movie experience.
I would frankly enjoy scary movies if they were a little less scary, but that's just me.
No, I'm with you. I get it. I get it.
But it is pretty exciting. So we got a couple of movies that are up for sound awards here this weekend, La La Land and Hacksaw Ridge. How did Dolby Technology sound make those two movies so good in those areas that were nominated for an Academy Award?
Yeah, so we're really privileged this year. There are 12 films that made use of Dolby Technologies, and Hacksaw Ridge and La La Land are great examples of different filmmakers, different genres taking advantage of these technologies in completely different ways. With La La Land, they created this lush landscape of sound throughout, a modern-day Los Angeles. And in Hacksaw Ridge, they put you in the middle of these amazing battle scenes and had things exploding and moving all around you. Those are only really possible with today's technologies like Dolby Atmos.
So we've got the Hollywood's Dolby Theater, where we're going to be seeing the Academy Awards on Sunday night. But there are other theaters all throughout the country where people can go and have that same experience, maybe even in their own homes as well?
Yeah, that's right. So the same technologies that are in the Dolby Theater, which are Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos, are available in Dolby cinemas around the nation. We've got 60 open today with our partner AMC and many more opening every week. And it combines this amazing imaging experience as well as this great audio experience in just an amazing kind of movie theater. And that same technology actually is available for your living room. So you can buy a TV that has Dolby Vision in it today. You can set up easily a Dolby Atmos sound system using a sound bar or speakers or, whatever you want. And so you can have the best possible experience, whether it's in your living room or the giant theater that's, down the street.
I read in your bio on Dolby, Bob, that you were one of the members of the original iPhone team. The original iPhone team. That's amazing to me. I mean, coming up, you talked about that technology. Is any of that translating to like what you're doing with Dolby at all? I mean, just to be part of those original folks must have just been amazing.
Oh yeah, you know all of those things are great teamwork accomplishments. And the great thing is that at Dolby we're doing some of the same things that we were able to do in those early days with the iPhone, which is to kind of transform a technical experience into something that's just amazing. At Dolby, we love when our technology just moves into the background. You don't even think about it because you're so engrossed in the movie or the music or whatever it is that you're enjoying. We just want the technology to fade away so you can emotionally connect with that story. And that's the same kind of thing that we're trying to do with the iPhone.
I just want to apologize and let you know right now that I have a 5C. And, what do you have?
Confession time.
What do you have?
I've got an iPhone.
So I'm just going to assume that Bob has a 5C as well. All right then. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be watching for those movies, and I hope they win the award for sound. One of them will at least anyway. Thanks, Bob, for being with us. Bob Borchers with Dolby Laboratories.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, can you imagine being on that original team that put together the iPhone?
No, cutting edge, and I mean, really, and it's just to change our lives. It's just, you know, we have them right here, ready. I have two right here, ready to go.
Well, one performer is blending music with storytelling in a comedic fashion as he highlights the struggle